Sierra. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited. This girl needs no introduction. Carrie Dayton.
Hi guys!
So we are both a size 12 typically. You know, mid-sized bodies, not quite plus size, but standard size clothes don't always fit right. And we thought it would be interesting to go shopping and try on outfits in the exact same size and see how they fit our bodies differently. Because even though we are the same size, our bodies are structured so differently. And we have different styles too.
Very much.
So what we decided to do was we went to Target and each of us picked out 3 outfits. So 2 regular outfits and 1 swimsuit. We picked it in the size that we would typically wear, but we grabbed 2 versions of everything so we could try them on together. So this video is gonna kind of show how clothes can fit 2 bodies of the same size completely differently and how different things make people feel confident.
Yeah.
So we did the same thing over on Carrie's channel except at Aerie, so make sure to go check that out and subscribe to her. I will have her video linked in the description. And both Aerie and Target are pretty body positive, inclusive brands. We were feeling really good going into this try on, but we're gonna be doing another collab coming out on Friday that's kind of the other side of that coin with a company that's not nearly as inclusive. So be on the lookout for that, but without further ado, let's get into this video. Let's go. So the first outfit we're trying on was my pick. I chose this black and floral jumpsuit in a size extra large. I love jumpsuits. I'm a huge jumpsuit person, so I was really excited about this one.
This jumpsuit was amazing. I loved it. I feel like it fit me in all the right places. I struggle with jumpsuits and rompers, which is something Sierra and I talked about when we were filming this. Being a tall girl and having a really long torso can be kind of a nightmare when you're dealing with situations like this sometimes because of like certain rideage that happens, if you know what I mean. The one issue that I did have with this jumpsuit was just that maybe in the chest area, I felt like I didn't fill it in all the way. I had a lot of extra space in that, but if I was to wear a bra with it or something, I think it would totally be fine. And I really have like 0 complaints about this. It pretty much fit just right.
It looked so cute on you. I liked this jumpsuit, but I don't think it was the perfect fit for me as much as it was for Carrie. I really love how flattering the silhouette of this jumpsuit was. It was fitted up top and then the pants were looser, so comfortable.
It looked amazing on you.
Thank you. The top fit me perfectly and I love how it was that very supportive kind of bustier top with wire and cups. That's a big thing for me, and the length fit me perfectly, which I was shocked at because it looked right on you. It was kind of capri length, and then on me it just fit like a normal jumpsuit since I'm shorter.
I think it was supposed to fit like a normal jumpsuit, but just because of my height, it was
like, made it a capri.
But it's fine.
But like I said, it wasn't quite perfect for me, mainly because the thighs were a bit tight on me and it had some extra fabric because my torso's shorter, which caused it to kind of bunch up, and then that combined with the tightness just wasn't the best fit.
Also, you got that awesome booty that fills it out a lot more than I did. So.
Yeah, it stretched the fabric a little bit more because I got a pretty big butt. So I think this jumpsuit looked good on both of us, but it was definitely made more for a body like yours.
The second outfit was actually my pick, and I went for a casual look. I chose a wrap top that was a size large, and then a black denim paper bag short that was a size extra large. So the shorts for me were actually a perfect fit, and I remember initially telling Sierra that I thought maybe I could afford to size down in them, but after wearing them for a while, I realized that they were like perfect and I didn't need to change a thing. The only critique I do have is to no fault of the clothes. It's kind of just how my body is. Again, I have a very long torso, so when I pulled up the shorts to like the same height as Sierra wore them, like the same level of high-waistedness, they definitely rode up in a certain area again, if you know what I'm saying. As far as the top was concerned, it fit everywhere except the chest area. Because I do have a smaller chest and I wasn't wearing a bra, it definitely like hung a little loose. I felt like it was very risky when I moved in certain directions. But everywhere else it was great, and the outfit overall as a whole was amazing. I really loved this look on both of us, and I felt like this was just a very like quintessential Carrie summer outfit.
So I loved the way this outfit looked as a whole. As soon as I put it on, I felt confident, I felt like it flattered my figure, but there were a few problems I had with the shorts. I could size down because they were a little bit too loose in the waist, but I loved the amount of legroom I had in the extra large.
Which I found really interesting because the waist fit me almost perfectly, and I had the same amount of legroom as you did.
So I did try on the large because I loved the look of these shorts, but then they were too tight in the thighs and it just looked like a pair of normal black tight denim instead of that loose fitting effortless paper bag look. So these just weren't quite perfect for me, but I loved the look. And the top is perfect. I love wrap style tops because they really flatter my chest and I feel like they give me enough room. I love this outfit as a whole. Like, this is totally something that I would pick for myself, and you're the one who picked it. I feel like this outfit is like the exact cross section of our styles.
I think so too.
So I would totally wear this, but looking at us standing together in this exact same outfit is so interesting to me. It is so funny how it hits you so much higher than me. Like, look how, if we stand next to each other, it looks like yours are hitting so much higher, but it's
wild.
not. And then on mine in the back, like there's...
And mine, there's hardly any.
That's
Yours has like...
That's so interesting. But then, I don't know, that's so weird.
This is wild.
This is blowing my mind.
I'm honestly so glad we decided.
I know. This is seriously like blowing my mind right now. Like, I look at you and I think you look like you're wearing something 2 or 3 sizes smaller. But it's just because our bodies carry their like weight differently.
It's crazy.
So weird.
I also thought that was really interesting because there were certain outfits that we wore during this progression of this day where they were like too tight on me in the midsection, but they were like too loose on you. And I just think that's really interesting because looking at us in the mirror, you thought that you looked like maybe 2 or 3 sizes bigger, but there were things that were way too big on you, but that fit me perfectly.
I think it's also because I'm smaller. So I, like, even though we're wearing the same size, I look bigger. It's just so weird to think about, especially because you said you get a lot of comments of people saying, you're not actually size 12, you're like an 8. And I get comments saying, you're not actually size 12, you're like a 14. But we both are wearing the same size. It's so crazy.
It's wild.
So the next outfit is my pick. Your last one was like the quintessential Carrie outfit. This is like the quintessential Sierra outfit. So I have this white tank top in an extra large and these high-waisted flowy pants also in an extra large. We're wearing different colors because they only had one extra large in green and one in blue, but they're the same pants.
So for the top, on me, it was actually pretty loose. I tend to have an issue in like the armpit area, and it was so loose that like if I wasn't wearing a bra, it would be like a whole lot of side boob that like nobody wants. So if it were up to me, I would have sized down to a large in this tank top. The pants to me were a mess. Like, they just were not meant for my body type. The waist was too loose, but then the length was way too short. The legs actually did fit like perfectly fine, like a wide leg pant would. But as far as like the length goes, you saw, everyone saw it. They were like ankle length on me when they should have just been like a normal pant.
Look at the length difference.
Crazy.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Here's me if I wear them as high as you.
Yeah, because mine are literally like an inch away from my boobs. I'm wearing them
mine
so
are
high.
Like 4 inches from
Yeah.
Look at, they'd be cropped if I did that.
And if I wore mine where you had yours, look at how long they would be. That's so funny.
Wild.
Whereas on me, the length was almost too long. Like, I wasn't tripping over them, but I definitely would have preferred them to be like maybe an inch shorter. And I had them pulled up like almost up to my boobs. Like, they were like an so inch. High. But the fit of the butt and the legs on these pants was perfect. The waist was perfect. These are just like a perfect pair of pants for me.
They look so good on you.
Thank you. And the top was kind of a non-issue for me. It's just a basic tank top. Like, this outfit's really about the pants. But the top was definitely the right size for me. Like you said, you would have wanted to size down. But for me, I didn't have that gapping on the side. It was like perfect. And again, the comparison between the two of us side by side is crazy because they fit both of us like in the legs, but then I had them pulled up so much higher than you.
Oh yeah, here we go, baby.
This was a good outfit.
So the next outfit was my pick, and I was immediately gravitated towards these orange camo cargo pants. Like, as soon as we walked in, for some reason I was just like, we have to try these on. I sort of felt like a Kylie Jenner vibe from them or something, and I thought it would be fun to put Sierra in something that's totally outside of her comfort zone. So I got those in an extra large, and then I just paired them with a basic tube top that was cropped, and that was a size extra large as well. Now, even though these were kind of like a wacky, kind of wild card outfit, I felt the most confident in this than any of the outfits. I felt like these pants were made for me. They were the perfect size. I had like a little bit of extra room in the waist to where it was comfortable. That's something that I can struggle with, is like them fitting my legs but being too tight on my waist. But as far as the top goes, it was way too big. You can see in the try-on clips that the top part was actually kind of like folding down. Like, there was just nothing there to fill it out, so it was definitely like trying to come off.
So for me, I was surprised at how much I was kind of feeling myself in this look. Like, we did a full-on photo shoot in the Target dressing room because we were having so much fun with it.
The best.
How's the length on you?
Fine. I mean, I guess it's a little shorter than yours, but
But they gather at the ankles, so it's like not a big deal.
I think it's flattering.
But on me, I thought the pants looked okay, but for my comfort, they were a little bit too tight in the thighs, but fit me perfectly in the waist.
Yes.
And the top was so loose, like I seriously felt like it was gonna fall down and expose me. And I always wear a bra, like always, always, always. But Carrie wasn't wearing a bra, and I was like, all right, we have to twin, so I'm going braless. And I was terrified that this was just gonna pop down and just expose me. Like you said, there was nothing holding that top up.
Nothing.
It was so loose.
There was even a point where we questioned if we were wearing it upside down, remember? Because we were just like, why is this coming down so much?
But I felt surprisingly confident in this outfit. Even though it's not my style, I thought the silhouette was flattering, and even though the pants weren't perfect, they were really fun.
I think that was like kind of the irony of this like wacky fun print, was that like it was flattering in some odd way. I really loved it.
Yeah, it was fun. Now getting into the swimsuits. This is the one that I picked for us. So I have this red strapless top in an extra large and these high-waisted bottoms also in an extra large.
So this was the trippiest part of the entire try on, and actually why we wanted to film this video in the first place, because to me, our bodies looked almost identical in these bathing suits. Everyone that was there was commenting on it.
Isn't there a horror movie where they're like two twins in a hallway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Shining.
It's like The Shining, but like red bikinis.
How is it that our bodies look so similar in this swimsuit and so different in all the other clothes we tried on?
We have literally the same body right now. It's exactly identical.
But then in clothes,
Yeah.
we look like we carry our weight so much differently. This is weird. This is tripping me out.
This is weird.
But then in the clothes, we looked so different.
What
so
is that?
I don't get it. It's so weird.
Sorcery, I tell you.
Sorcery.
As far as me personally, I felt amazing in this. I felt like the bottoms fit like a glove. They weren't too tight. They weren't too loose. I had enough support in the stomach area. Sometimes I can find if I get a little bit too small in like the high-waisted bathing suit category, it can be really uncomfortable, but this was like the perfect fit for a high-waisted bottom. The top actually surprised me because as far as like the bust area right here, it felt a little bit tight. Like it didn't fit to me like an XL would fit, or at least like how I think it would. I love the front flap on this bathing suit as well. It kind of covers up that extra little like 1.5 inches after like the under boob area that I think is so flattering. So I was a big fan of that.
And I felt the same about that flap. I always gravitate towards bathing suits that do have at least a little bit of extra fabric because I feel like it just makes me feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
And the bottoms too, I usually don't like just straight cut across high-waisted bottoms. I like some sort of like ruching or ruffle, but I thought these were really flattering because they weren't so tight. And sometimes bottoms that are loose fitting enough on the front to not squeeze me have extra fabric in the butt and it kind of like sags, but these ones fit perfectly all around.
Yeah, the fabric was like, it felt really good too. It was amazing.
It was great. I think the sizing on both of these was perfect for me, and I like never wear strapless bathing suits, but I think this video and you in particular have kind of like changed my opinion on strapless and on going braless.
You looked so good in both looks. Like I was genuinely like, you need to like incorporate this into your life.
Thank you. I feel like I never want to do braless or strapless because I feel like I just don't have the support, but you know, I'm kind of like leaning towards just letting the girls go.
Let 'em free,
Let 'em free.
And the last look, which is my swimsuit pick, I chose this one piece that had these really flowy, kind of ruffly sleeves, and it was a really pretty pale, dusty blue color, and I got this in a size extra large for both of us. Overall, it was my favorite color that I wore by far today. I think it like really accentuated my eyes, and it was just a really flattering color overall. I really loved the ruffles on the sleeves. I felt like that was super flattering, and I did love, and Skylar pointed this out as well, that the straps were adjustable, which was amazing for a one piece because you don't often find that. And I have to mention too that, you know, trying on swimsuits next to a big chested girl, you can kind of feel a little bit like, okay, but this one I felt like gave me the most cleavage boost out of anything. Like I felt like it was almost the same.
Okay, again, I feel like our bodies look really similar.
So
Why is it
so similar.
that in swimsuits we look similar and in clothes we look so different?
I don't understand. Like,
This
what
is a conspiracy
sorcery?
theory.
You guys look.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Aww.
I'm gonna cry.
That was so sweet. Shane also needs to get on this conspiracy theory
This is
because
wild.
our bodies are like shape-shifting in swimsuits.
What is going on?
That's so weird.
The only complaint I have about this bathing suit is, again, because of my height, it was a little bit tighter in the bikini line area, but that's just kind of something I'm used to being a tall girl, and I did end up buying this swimsuit actually.
I'm glad you did too because it was so cute on you. So it's funny that you mentioned that you felt like the top flattered your chest because this bathing suit I felt like made my chest look not the best. It really felt like it was kind of pushing my boobs down and hanging them down and adding extra weight to them, so they didn't look as like perky, I guess, as they usually do in swimsuits. I did really like the ruffles though. I thought that was a super cute touch. And like you said about this color, this is like my favorite color.
Yeah, so pretty.
So pretty. I would say this is definitely the right size for me. I didn't buy it just because, like I said, it wasn't perfect for me, but I felt pretty good in this.
You looked beautiful.
Thank you. So after trying on all these outfits, which would you say is the one that you felt most confident in?
I would definitely say that I felt the most confident in outfit number 4, which was the camo look. I just feel like it was funky. It was kind of the most like my style, and it was the most like unexpected wild card of the bunch too.
For me, I would say it was an outfit you picked, which was the black high-waisted shorts and the wrap top. I just felt like this is very me. It was flattering, it was comfortable, but interestingly enough, the two outfits that we both felt the most confident in, neither of us bought.
And I ended up buying the black shorts that you felt the most confident in, ironically enough. They just were really cute.
So I bought one thing. I bought the green high-waisted flowy pants from the third outfit, and they were $30.
And I bought the first look, which was the jumpsuit. It was $30. I also bought the paper bag black shorts that were $17. And then the very last swimsuit, the pale blue color, that was $30 as well.
I think it was so interesting to see someone wearing the same size as me and how different things can fit our bodies so differently. I think doing this video just really reinforced to me that you should never compare yourself to someone.
Yes.
Because even though we're the exact same size, the clothes hung on our bodies so differently. Our weight is distributed differently. We have different proportions.
Different shapes, entirely.
I think it was also really great to go shopping with someone who's so body positive, because I feel like we were really hyping each other up.
We were the whole time.
Encouraging each other, which made me feel so much more confident.
Me too.
And I think it's just a great reminder that you are who you surround yourself with. And being with Carrie, who really encourages me and supports me and makes me feel beautiful, I felt like, okay, I'm rocking this. I feel confident. I feel beautiful. And it's so important to surround yourself with people who make you feel like that.
Retweet. Honestly, same. I felt like so uplifted and supported by Sierra and Skylar both. It was just a really positive experience overall.
So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to go over to Carrie's channel and see the try on that we did at Aerie. It was really, really awesome.
So much fun.
And we have another video coming up on Friday where, like I said, we're trying a store that is not nearly as body positive.
Stay
so
tuned.
that's gonna be interesting. And we just had so much fun filming together. I feel like we're like kindred spirits.
We
We're
really
so
are, you
similar.
guys.
We had so much fun together, and we want to do more collabs.
Yes.
So
many.
if you guys have videos that you want to see us do together, leave those suggestions down in the comments. Also, we need like a collab ship name.
Help us.
What is it? Carriera?
or Sierra.
Be more creative than us.
It's not good.
But thank you so much for coming and being on my channel.
Thank you guys for making this happen, seriously.
Thank you.
We have you to thank for our friendship.
Yes, you guys are the best. You're the best. Thank you so much.
Love
and
you.
we will see you guys on Friday with another video. Bye.